Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Click Right math class, the most interactive math class online, where by God's grace, everybody understands their math. So this evening we are looking at simultaneous equations. A little tricky, but slowly people are understanding. So um, all right, Kiara, hold on just a sec. So we have this question 4x plus 3y equals 1 and 18x minus 3y equals 21. These are actual linear equations, but we're not going to describe them until we start coordinate geometry. All right, so here what is happening, people. We want to get rid of either eliminate. This is the elimination method. So we have to look at the x's and the y's. Now, which one is the easiest to eliminate? It's the x's. And why is that? Because 1 is 4. So it's easy to eliminate the x's because with this 4 here, all I need to do is multiply equation 1 by 4, and this becomes 16. So you have some thinking to do, but it's not so hard. So here what we're going to write at the side, equation 1, so circle 1 multiplied by 4. All right, people? Good. So we're going to multiply equation 1 by 4. So 4 times 4, 16x. 3 times 4, 12y. 1 times 4, 4. So we call this equation 3 because this is the equation that we multiplied by 4. So let me just carry this a little higher up and closer, say, right. So this describes what we did. So equation 1 multiplied by 4. Cool. Now, now we can eliminate. So what are we eliminating? We are eliminating this. We eliminating this, everything. But we eliminating this, but we're doing everything. All right, because if you're doing one thing, you have to do it one thing for the next. So here what are we doing? Now you have 16x and 16x. So you write it. It's positive 16, positive 16. How do you get 0? We already discussed that it must be negative. The signs must be different. So a minus and a plus gives minus. So positive 16 minus 16 will give me 0, right? They're different, so they give 0. They cancel off. Different things cancel off. All right. So what I do now, I like to do this. I like to put a minus to remind me what I'm doing. So 16 minus 16, right? So this is a minus we're looking at. 16 minus 16 is 0, so we ain't dealing with that again. I put in the minus here as well. So that's minus and a plus is a minus, right? Minus and a plus is a minus. So that ends up with 5y minus 12y, right? And minus here. So let's do the easy parts first. 21 minus 4. That's what, 17? All right, 21 minus 4. What is 5y? Now remember, this is a plus and a minus. A plus and a minus gives a minus. So what is negative 5y minus 12y? Somebody open their mic and tell me. Negative 5y minus 12y is?
Negative 17y.
Negative 7.
Negative 17y.
Correct. I want a boy now to tell me, how do we find for y? And what is y equal to? A boy in the class.
So,
Let, go ahead,
negative
Dario.
yes, so negative 17 divided by 17,
Uh-huh. But
you
you
will
have to
get
do it. If you do it on one side, you have to do it on the other side too. So the negative signs will cancel. The 17 and the 17 will cancel, giving me y. So what is 17 minus negative 17?
negative 1.
Negative 1. So you're going to substitute our value of y equals the negative 1 in equation. I think people use equation 2, right? A lot of people use equation 2, so I'm using equation 2. It doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. I just using what everybody using, right? So I'm going to say 16x minus 5y equals 21. Everybody okay with that? Wherever I see y, what am I going to put?
-1, -1.
Yeah. What is negative 5 multiplied by negative 1? 5.
+5.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so somebody made a little error. It happens. If you're not sure, that's why I want you all to buy a good calculator now, please. So this term, you need to buy a calculator, please. The best calculator in the world is a really good FX, whatever, Casio. If you don't have a Casio, that's all right. A Casio is about $200. Right? It's one of the best calculators for those persons who are going on to do engineering and blah, blah, blah. Having a Casio, FX, whatever, trust me, it lasts for life. All right? And it gives you the best answers as well. All right? All right. So here what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue here. So it's 16x minus 5 times negative 5 times negative 1 is 5. So that will give me plus 5 equals 21. So 16x is equal to, please, people in my class, I would like you all to put equal sign under equal sign. So that's 21 minus 5. So 16x is equal to, what is 21 minus 5 again? 16, right? So what am I doing from here? How am I finding for x? Nobody answers.
So you divide it by the 16, the coefficient of x.
Thank you. Thanks, sir. So x is equal to 1. So when x is 1, people, y is negative 1. So I could actually write this as a coordinate. We'll come to that. Everybody take this down. Well, I'm recording the class now, so you could go back and check this. So I want to do for the next 10 minutes of the class, I want to continue the paper that was given to me to do by some students. Jada, you okay? Jada? All right, Jada is there, but she don't want to see. All right, so I'm looking in the chat. All right, Jada. So I had to spend 2 minutes looking for, right. All right, so what we're going to do, here's the question. So I want to stop share for just a bit so I can get my question. It's on my computer somewhere. What happened is that that question had an error. So I spoke to Miss Bedu. Oh, missing part. All right, here it is. All right. All right. So people, so let me share this with you now. Here is a question. You're going to write this down for me quickly. So you're going to write this down for me. So what you're writing down for me is D is equal to the square root of 4h over 5. D is equal to, determine the value of D when h is that. Now, I don't want, we're not going to do that. Here, what I want you all to do for me instead, I want you all to make h the subject of the formula for me. Right? Anybody could make h the subject of the formula? Anybody lost? I say nonsense. Now, the
No, sir.
question really asks, determine, I'm going to the whiteboard, the value of D. All right, here what we're going to do. Let me do the easy part first. Let me do the easy part first. Everybody have their calculators close by?
Yes, sir.
All right, Kiara. Everybody have their calculators close by?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right, so here we're going to do for me. They said, find the value of D when H is 29. I want you to just give me the answer and then give me the answer to 3 significant figures. So you're going to do 3 things for me. Substitute the H and tell me what you got. Substitute the H. So D is equal to the square root of 4H over 5. But when H is 29, give me the value of that. All right, so CXE wants to see how good you can use a calculator. So I want the answer to 3 significant figures. All right, so send your answer in the chat. That's all I want to see. Send your answer in the chat. Somebody got knocked off. Jada, send your answer in the chat. So I'm just going to write it on the whiteboard again for everybody. So don't worry. I'm going to just write it again. So the question was, when D is equal to the square root of 4h divided by 5. When, well, find for D when, or find the value of D when H is equal to 29. Anybody got any answers? I want your answer. Give answer to 3 significant figures. Give your answer to 3 significant figures. All right, so people putting the answers in the chat. Jamelia, nah. Nah. Good try though, but not, sorry. Tyrese, yes, Tyrese, that's correct. Jalea, you almost have it. CXC might have given you 1 mark for the, no, yeah, you would have gotten 1 mark. And that would not have been, CXC gives 1 marks. 1 for those persons who don't know, they give you 1 K, which means for knowledge, it's the lowest one. Then they give you 1 C for comprehension and 1 R. So this R, this 1 carries the most value, reasoning. Some teachers call it algorithmic reasoning, but just reasoning. So CXC marks their paper in 3 different ways, if you want to call it that. Knowledge, comprehension, and reasoning. So this question might carry 2 marks. K1 and a C1. They would not give a R1 for this. All right, so let me see what other people have. But Johannes here. What is the answer? Or what the answer? One number. Johannes. Kiara, that's correct. Jada. Oh, Jada, just give me the answer. I can't. That's not a Jada.
If you need to which chat on Zoom or you personally.
Sorry, Carrison.
So which chat is I can the one on Zoom or you personally?
All I want is the answer to 3 significant figures. Just give me that. That's all I want to see.
Minister asked you to submit in the chat in Zoom or the chat to you, personal chat.
Anybody hearing what he's saying? I'm hearing noise. Jada, that's correct. Anybody hearing what he's saying? I'm not hearing properly. There's noise in the background. Anybody could tell me what he just said? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Deshaun, correct. Joshua, yeah, correct, Joshua. Carson, I couldn't hear you properly, boy. You're sounding muffled. Yedaya, correct. Carson, correct, but you have it right, Carson. Shania, no. Shania, no. Jasia, very correct. Very correct. Very good. Very good. And there's Jada. Well, I saw your work already.
Excuse me, say, hear me now?
I hear you better.
So I was asking to put it in the personal chat or the Zoom chat.
Oh,
But
in the Zoom chat, and your answer was correct.
okay.
Yeah, very good. Your answer was correct. Yeah. Theodora, no, Theodora. Almost, but no. Janae, yes. But Jada, I saw Jada's work already. Jada, your work was correct. I'm just looking at the chat now. Johan say no. All right, let's look at it together, people. Let's look at it together because my time is up, right? And I want to show you something quick before you go. I didn't see any work from people like Jacob, Ezekiel, Mikhail, Sienna. I didn't see any work from them. Jeremiah, good evening. Jeremiah, what happened?
Also, I forgot today class was 4:30.
That is, yeah. So we starting back at classes start at back at 4:30. So on Wednesday, and I only started to tape the class this evening because we were just going through work that we homework. All right, so people, let me do the question. I really want to show you all this, and then we'll talk again, right? So D is equal to the square root. Oh boy. Johan say no. You made a mistake. Well, Sienna, no, Sienna. Sienna, no, no. I'll show you where you made a mistake. So they said make H is equal to 29. So what you're going to do, work the inner part of under the square root sign. So I'm just going to break it up. So 29. Now, it's good if you have a good scientific calculator. So you just work it out. 29 times 4 is 516. Divided by 5 is 103.2. And it's the square root of that. So what I did, using my nice Casio, this is the FX115 ES Plus, I just multiply 4 times 29, which is 116, and I divide by 5. No. I made a mistake just now. The correct answer is 23. Sorry about that, people. 23.2.
Well, sir, I get the answer correct then, because that was my answer.
Yeah, no, but this is not the answer because you have to square root.
Okay.
So the square root now of your answer is 4.8166378 and so on. 3, 2, right. When you have a good calculator, you're a real spit. But I want my answer to 3 significant figures. If I want my answer to 3 significant figures, remember, the 4 is significant. Then this, so that's 3. So it means that my answer must have 3 numbers. 1, put a point, 2, 3. But, since I want 3 answers, it means 3 numbers. I must look at the 4th number. If that 4th number is 5, I have to look at, because I only want 3 numbers in my answer, 3 significant figures. So I'm looking at the 4th number to see if it is 5 or more. If it is 5 or more, I have to add 1 to this value. So my answer becomes 4.82 because I had to add 1 because this 6 is 5 or more, it's 6. If it was 2, I would have left the answer as 4.81. But because it's 5 or more, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then you add 1. Add 1 to this number, to the 1. So your answer is 4.82. Anybody lost? Good. So before we close off, people, I want to do one short thing with you. Now, the question said that D was equal to the square root of 4h, and this is a January question, people. I've seen it before. How would we make h the subject of the formula? To make h the subject of the formula, number 1, remove the square root sign. To remove the square root sign, we square everything. So this becomes d squared. Anything that is outside, if we had a number here, it would have been squared. All right? So you square. So you're squaring this, and it becomes just 4h over 5. And then you're squaring the d. So we remove the square root sign by squaring everything. This is done. By squaring throughout. Right. So we square. Square the d. Well, this whole thing was square rooted. So that's why there's no square here. Good. So the next thing that we do is multiply throughout by 5. Or cross multiply. I notice people not looking at the videos. If I multiply by 5, this will cancel. So what I'm left with is just 4h. If I multiply the other side by 5, now I will have 5d squared. So somebody, let me see who to ask this. I want to find for h. Jacob, what do I do now to find for h?
So what you say?
How do I find for h? It's 4h. 5d squared equal to 4h. How do I find for h? How do I make h the subject of the formula?
So divide.
Divide by?
No.
Somebody tell him.
Ayan.
Somebody help
Divide
him.
by 4 on both sides.
Divide by 4 on both sides. So what are you going to do, Jacob? What are you doing, Jacob? Ezekiel, tell him again. He didn't hear. We are. Ezekiel, are you there? Ezekiel. People all have to have self-control and stay in the class, you know. From school, I come straight here and I sit all evening and I call everybody to make sure that they are in the class. All right? Your hand, see you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tyrese, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Good. Deshaun, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So where were you all the time, Ezekiel? You move away. And the thing about this class, I'm calling people all the time. So Ezekiel, what are we dividing throughout by?
Four.
We're dividing throughout by 4. So the 4s will cancel here. So H is equal to 5D squared over 4. Now, I want to spend a little time doing this. I've seen this, Jadon, and those people who want to do maths in January. I've seen this question before, and it's always with the square sign. So people, it's either your square or square root. I have to stop here because I don't want to weary you. All right, so on Wednesday, we will continue. I will do the homework first. I'm giving you 3 questions, 3 simultaneous equation questions, and I'm going to give you 5 changing the subject of the formula to do, some basic ones, and 1 question with square root. 1 question with square root and 1 question with square. All right, so I'm sending that to you now.